Hello students, in the previous video we saw uh, types of nouns, then pronouns. Today we are going to study adjectives. Students, you already know adjectives are words used before nouns. Means those words which are used to show information about nouns. Something more is told about nouns and those words are called adjectives. Now, based on the form of adjectives, there are many types of adjectives. Only the important ones are we are going to study here, which are given, almost all are given in your textbook. First type is proper adjective. See, everywhere I have written the short form of adjectives, but when you write the classwork, write the full form. That is adjective, ADJECTIVE. First is proper adjective. Proper means what? Already you studied proper nouns. So adjectives made from proper nouns. Whatever proper nouns you studied, especially the names of countries, then a suffix is added to those adjectives and proper adjective is formed. From India, Indian. From China, Chinese. From America, American. From English people, no, English. He is an English person, he is an Indian person, he is a Chinese person, he is an American person. So always these words will be used before nouns. As they are made from proper nouns, they are called proper adjectives. Second one is descriptive adjectives, which you have been studying from your 4th standard. See, descriptive, they are also called in many of the books, you will find the name adjectives showing quality. Means these adjectives show the quality of nouns, or they describe the nouns in short. Means what kind of person or thing is that we are talking about. For example, he is a brave person, or suppose soldiers are brave persons. So for describing soldiers we are using the word brave. My students are honest students. So for students I have used the word honest. No, he is a clever student. That is a black pen. For pen, describing word is black. So this way these adjectives are called descriptive adjectives. Third type is quantitative adjectives. This is also one of the most important types of adjectives. Quantitative itself, the meaning is hidden here. Quantity. See, there is difference between quality and quantity. Quality, we can talk about it, but we cannot see it. But quantity, we can see it. So adjectives showing the quantity of nouns for which they are used. Means whenever these words are used, they show the quantity of the nouns. For example, much water. There is much water in the bottle. So it shows quantity of water. He has little knowledge. So quantity is shown. Or there is little water. There is some ink in the bottle. Like this, all these words show quantity of the nouns. Next type is numerals. Numerals, difference between quantity and numerals is these words show quantity. It cannot be counted in numbers. For example, much water. Water cannot be counted in numbers. Little knowledge, little sense, it cannot be counted in number. No, some ink, it is also numeral as well as quantitative, because it can be used both with countables and uncountables. But in case of numerals, all show number, the exact number for which they are used. For example, 1, 2, 3, 1 student, 2 students, 3 students. So in this way exact number is shown. Or again there are two types, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are called cardinals, and ordinals means first this is my first prize. So before prize is a noun, so and word used before prize is first. So prize first is an ordinal or numerical adjective. Second, third, fourth. Next is indefinite numeral. Means there are some adjectives which show the number of nouns, but they do not show exact number. Number is unfixed. It can be 5, it can be 2, it can be 4, but definitely not known. Such adjectives are called indefinite adjectives. For example, all students were present. All means how many, exact number cannot be told. There were some students. Sums means exact number cannot be told. There was or there were no students. Exact number cannot be told. There were several people present. So again exact number cannot be told. There are many students, but how many exactly can't be told. So like this, these words show indefinite number, and therefore they are called indefinite numerals, because they show indefinite or unknown number of the nouns for which they are used. Next numeral is distributive. Now distributive, already you studied most of these as pronouns, but difference is itself in the previous video I told you, when noun is not there before these words, then they are pronouns, but when noun is there, they are adjectives. Now suppose word all are present. When I say this sentence here, all means maybe students, maybe people, so it stands for noun, so then it will be a pronoun. But if I use a noun after it, for example, all students, so it becomes an adjective because it is used before a noun. Some students, no problem, several people, all these show indefinite number. Look at the next step, distributive. Distribute means what? To separate. So adjectives which show unknown number of nouns for which they are used, and at the same time distributing them. For example, either, neither, already you studied them as distributive pronouns, but there after either or neither or each, every, there will not be any noun placed after them, then they are pronouns, not adjectives. But when you see a noun after them or immediately after them, then that is not a pronoun, that will be a distributive adjective. For example, either student has to do my work, means one of the two students has to do my work. So before student, either is used, so that time either becomes a distributive adjective because it does two works. It shows number and it at the same time distributes that number. Next is neither. Neither plan is good, means there are two plans and none of the two plans is good, so it is used before before noun, so that is distributive adjective. Same like each, every, when they are used alone they are pronouns, but when a noun is placed after them, those are adjectives. Next type is demonstrative adjectives. Demonstratives, already you studied them as pronouns. Adjectives which show or point out the nouns for which they are used. Always these words show or point out the nouns. Now if I say this is a costly book, then this will become a pronoun because it will be standing for book. But as book is immediately used after book is immediately used after this, it becomes a demonstrative adjective because a noun is there immediately after it. So this book, these books, that pen, these pens. So this way they become adjectives because a noun is used after them, and if a noun is not there, immediately after them verb is there. For example, this is, that is, these are, those are, then they will be pronouns because they will be standing for the nouns. Interrogatives. Interrogatives are WH words. You already know there are in total 13 WH words. Of them, only 3 are adjectives. Means a noun can be used immediately after those WH words. Those 3 words are which, what, and whose. See here, which book are you reading? So which, is doing work of adding more information to book. So which book means which type of book. What time means at what time. Whose car. So immediately after these WH words there is a noun, and if there is no noun, immediately after them if a verb is coming, which are the types, like what is the time, whose is this, like, then they will be interrogative pronouns, not adjectives. I hope you got the difference. There are again some more types and the position of adjectives, how to use them in sentences. We'll talk about that in the next video. Thank you so much.